morning to all. Today we are going to discuss about the production technology of pomegranate under the course Production Technology for Fruit and Plantation Crops with the course code of BAG 417. So here we begin. Pomegranate, botanically known as Punica granatum, belongs to family Punicaceae, order Myrtales. Its chromosome number is 2n equals to 18. Its origin is in Iran, which is earlier known as Persia. It is a subtropical fruit. Its fruit type is ballasta and its edible portion is eril, or we can say the juicy outer covering of the seed. You can see the picture of pomegranate tree and a pomegranate fruit. The tree are bearing red color flowers, as you can see in the picture. Economic importance of pomegranate. Pomegranate fruits are mainly used for dessert purposes. The fresh fruit is of exquisite quality, while its processed products like bottled juice, syrups and jelly are highly appreciated. The juice is considered very useful for the patients suffering from leprosy. Its juice easily ferments and may be used for the production of wine as well. Citric acid and sodium citrate are produced from the pomegranate juice. It is best to cure chronic stomach ailment. The pomegranate seed contains oil which has a potential for industrial use. Now, starting with the agroclimatic requirements for growing pomegranate. Pomegranate grows well under semi-arid conditions. It can be grown up to an altitude of 1800 meters above mean sea level. It thrives well under hot, dry summer and cold winter, provided irrigation facilities are available. Pomegranate tree is deciduous in areas of low winter temperature and an evergreen or partially deciduous in tropical and subtropical conditions. It can tolerate frost to a considerable extent in dormant stage, but is injured at temperature below minus 11 degrees Celsius. If we talk about the soil requirement of the pomegranate, well-drained sandy loam, deep loam or alluvial soils is suitable for cultivation. It is rated as salt hardy fruit plant, which means it can tolerate the soil condition. The temperature range is around 38 degrees Celsius. The plant grows well under irrigation, so there should be adequate supply of irrigation water of good quality. Now coming to varieties of pomegranate, some important pomegranate varieties which are being cultivated in India are Alandi, Dholka, Gandhari, Ganesh, Muscat, Nabha, G137, P23, P26, Mridula, Arakta, Jyoti, Ruby, IIHR selection, Yorkot 1, CO1 and many more. So you can see in this slide there is the picture on the right side of the slide where different varieties fruits has been given. So you can see how different varieties differ from each other in terms of shape, color, sizes. The very first variety, which is Ganesh, it is an important variety of pomegranate. It is developed by the selection method. It is a prolific bearer. The fruit is very large. Its rind is yellowish red in color, pinkish arrow with soft seed. It is the commercial cultivar of Maharashtra. The average yield ranges from 8 to 10 kg per tree. The next variety is Phule Bhagwa, which is again a very important variety of pomegranate. Phule Bhagwa, which is often referred to as Bhagwa variety, it is a soft-seeded type with a vivid red, appealing red and aril color. It was released by MPKB Rahuri Maharashtra in 2003-4 as a result of research conducted under the ICAR, All India Agriculture Research Project on arid zone fruits. India's pomegranate farming has undergone a transformation thanks to the cultivar Bhagwa. Bhagwa variety is a saffron-colored fruit with a glossy surface, is very alluring and draws attention, making it the top pick of the customer. Large fruit size of around weight 405 gram. It has soft seeds, bold dark crimson arils and sweet taste. It has an average fruit output per tree of 30 to 35 kg and matures in 180 to 190 days. There is a significant demand for exports mainly to UK, Holland and other European countries. Other varieties are Yorkshire 1 and Ruby. Yorkshire 1, the fruit size of this variety is medium, rind is easily peelable, deep purple aril with soft and attractive seeds. Coming to Ruby variety. This variety is developed at Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, Bangalore. The mature fruit resemble cultivar Ganesh with respect to shape and size. However, the rind of the variety is reddish brown with green streaks containing red bold arils, as you can see in the pictures as well. The fruit weighs around 270 grams with an average yield of 16 to 18 tons per hectare. Now coming to propagation. Most of the fruit crops are propagated through clonal or vegetative methods of propagation to avoid any variation in the planting material arising due to cross-pollinated nature of fruit crops. Clonal propagation is also helpful in maintaining performance and genetic constitution of planting material exactly similar to the mother plant. In Deccan Plateau, air layering is the most common method of propagation and is practiced during June-August, but the commercial method of propagation of pomegranate is the hardwood cutting. So how we can perform this hardwood stem cutting in pomegranate? So the very first step is preparation of the potting mixture of cocoa peat and sand in the ratio of 4:1, means 4 part of cocoa peat with 1 part of sand. Through this we can prepare a potting mixture. Then filling of fruit trays with potting mixture, then followed by preparation of stem cutting. Then disinfection of the stem cutting is done. Then application of rooting hormone like indole acid could be given to the stem cutting in order to enhance rooting in the cuttings. Then planting of these cuttings in fruit trays where the potting mixture has been filled. Then once they get sprouted and rooted cuttings, then you can transfer these rooted cuttings into polybags. So stem cutting can be performed as you can see in this picture. So in the very first step, the potting mixture has been prepared. Then this potting mixture is filled in fruit trays. Then in the third picture, the stem cuttings are made of pencil thickness. Then in the next image, disinfectant treatment is given to these cuttings, followed by the IVA treatment in order to promote rooting in these cuttings. Then after the IVA treatment, these cuttings are being placed in fruit trays filled with potting mixture. Then once they get sprouted, they are being transferred into the individual polybags. So coming to planting operation, spacing of around 5 meter into 5 meter in the square system of planting is followed in pomegranate cultivation. The pit size is kept 60 centimeter into 60 centimeter into 60 centimeter. While digging the pit, keep it exposed till around 1 month. Then while refilling the pit, mix the soil, topsoil, with 20 to 25 kg of FIM and 1 kg of single superphosphate as a basal dose. The best time of planting pomegranate in North India is dormant period, that is January to mid-February, and in Southern India during monsoon season. Now coming to the most important practice in pomegranate, which is flower regulation or crop regulation. So pomegranate bears bisexual, intermediate and male flowers on both new and old growth in 3 flushes. In arid and semi-arid climate, there are 3 flowering seasons, which are February to March, which is called Ambe Bahar, July to August, which is called Mrid Bahar, and September to October, which is called Hast Bahar. The choice of flowering or fruiting to be regulated depends upon the availability of irrigation water, market demand, and pest disease incidence in a given locality. The fruit of Ambe Bahar requires assured irrigation and become ready for harvest in the month of June to August. As the fruit development takes place during dry months, the size and color are not good in this Bahar and the yield is also very low. The incidence of pests like mites is very much higher. Therefore, Ambe Bahar is not taken in hot arid region. You can see the different types of flowers of pomegranate in this slide. The first picture is the tree which is having very profuse flowering with very high number of bisexual flowers after flower regulation. So the maximum amount of fruiting is which is beared by the bisexual flower. So in the The lower picture we can see the very first image is of bisexual flower, which accounts for maximum fruit production in pomegranate. Then the middle one is the intermediate flower, and then the third one is the male flower. Now if we talk about water requirement of the crop, then though pomegranate is a drought resistant fruit plant, but it has to be irrigated for commercial needs. Regular irrigation from flowering till harvesting is very much necessary, otherwise flowers drop and fruit show cracking. In winter the interval may be 8 to 10 days, and in summer 4 to 6 days. Now coming to manuring. Apply manure in the beginning of monsoon for decomposition and fertilizer at frequent intervals in split doses. Manure and fertilizers are applied in a trench dug around the plant at a distance. Irrigate immediately after manuring. So the recommended dose of fertilizer is being given in this table, which is again according to the age of the plant. For example, from 1.5 to 2-year old plant, the amount of nitrogen to be given is 250 grams per plant, phosphorus 125 gram per plant, and potassium 125 grams per plant. And gradually this dosage increases along with the increase in the age of a plant. Once it has reached the age of 4 years and above, then the full doses of these NPK is being given, which is 625 gram of nitrogen, 250 gram phosphorus, and 250 gram of potassium per plant. Now training and pruning. From the second year onwards, established plants may be trained to multiple stem system of training. Regular pruning is necessary in order to remove the water suckers, weak crotches, dead and died twigs, crisscrossing of the branches, shoots and old spurs after harvest of fruits every time. Apply bodic space to the cut ends. Now there are two types of training methods which can be followed in pomegranate. One is multi-stemmed and another is single stem. In multi-stem, this method is preferred in Maharashtra state, wherein 3 to 4 stems are retained at a hill and remaining shoots are removed, but yield has not been found to be affected. This will give a bushy framework to the plant. If we talk about single stem tree, to train the plants, remove all the side shoots up to 2 to 3 feet and single stem is left. This operation begins at the time of planting. The main stem is pinched at a height of 1 meter, results in the formation of branches. Only well distributed 4 to 5 branches on all sides are allowed to grow. Pruning of water shoots, weak crotches, dead twigs, old spurs is done regularly. After 10 years, old main stem should be removed by cutting back to make it more productive. Now coming to harvesting and its aftercare, fruit become ready for harvesting in 5 to 7 months. Color change of the skin from green to reddish yellow or brown. Fruit becomes somewhat soft. Ridges of the fruit becomes flat. Ridges of the fruit disappear and become round. When tarred, produce metallic sound or cracking sound. Immediately after harvesting, move the fruit to pack houses. As here you can see the picture how the fruits are being harvested with the help of secateurs. Thank you for listening to me. I hope the packaging practices of pomegranates are clear to everyone. Thank you.